Great day, everybody. Come on in. Happy day. Welcome, you all high achievers, esteemed professionals. Yes, you read correctly. Married and unemployed. We're going to dive in here in breaking boundaries. Listen, I hear you. I see you. Let's take a few moments to grab your digital devices or grab your pen and notepad because, listen, we're about to go in. And I'm speaking specifically to those who are married and unemployed because I'm listening to you all and it grieves me as you're coming on in and get it acclimated. I will go ahead and chime on in. Welcome, everybody. Yes, it's your girl, Ruth McCracken. Listen here as your host in Breaking Boundaries. In case you all have been following and you noticing that we're live and we're streaming across all types of platforms. And I want you to go ahead and start liking and following because we're about to go in today, ladies and gentlemen. Because listen, today's discussion is on a topic that really grieves with me because it deeply in our, and you let us know, let me know in the comments, within this community, you probably see all kinds of posts on LinkedIn, a lot of layoffs and navigating through this delicate balance between your marriage and unemployed in this new world and time is tough. It is tough in these streets. And as we delve in, I want to help you and I want to pose this question. While we're living in this dynamic space where the career is shifting, job searching is becoming daunting, maintaining a healthy marital relationship can be both a new way of yielding in to making to develop a cornerstone of support and potential source of strain at the same time. So consider this. What are you want to know this because I want to just jump in. As you can tell, it matters to me that I want you to see and shift your way of thinking, number one, and start taking action. What are the four keys to success or ingredients for disaster when facing the intersection of marriage and unemployment? How do high achievers and seasoned professionals manage the complexities of job transitioning and while nurturing your marital bond and family? Oh my goodness. Let me know that you all are ready because we're about to go in. And I too have been there, my friend. So the question that you want to ask yourself is, how do you go through this? How do you endure without losing your sanity? Let me know in the comments. We're going to have a retreat today in the comments later on today. In the meanwhile, for those who are currently perhaps exploring ways to pivot in your career or navigating uncertain, processes and the way our life and journey is in today's time, unemployment has skyrocketed. It's the great recession that they want to call it. The ability right now is how do you sustain a healthy marriage, right? Not only a healthy marriage, but a healthy mindset. You as a person matter. And how do you overcome through these challenges without being superficial to your partner? Yes. Without having to do this, how do you let me know in the comments because we're going to have a conversation. We're making this meeting, we're making this journey to be intentional today. Is that okay? How do you do an effective communication with your partner during these periods of uncertainty and to now be more certain and creating that trust or restoring that trust? Are you adapting or receiving difficult conversations as well as leading them? Oftentimes, we like to receive conversations and, uh, well, no, excuse me, we like to lead them, but are we able to receive it where our partner may be saying, hey, listen, I know you're on this mission on trying to find a job and everything, and then they may hear you say, well, I'm ready to settle for anything, and that's not the person that they marry. They know you don't settle. They know you have standards, and you're wanting to now. They're identifying that you're now setting boundaries, and you're creating boundaries, and now they want to help you break them. Breaking boundaries in terms of, am I putting myself 10 steps backward only so I can make ends meet? That survival mode mentality. And so that's where you want to be able to receive it. And sometimes it's things, having these kind of sensitive conversations when it involves around finances. That is the high percentage of why marriage are going down or sinking because of finances. So here's are some values that I want you to be able to know what ways in these four keys that we're going to walk together, and definitely understanding what's the value in mentorship and maybe seeking expert advice and invaluable insights during these precious interesting times that you're in, because time, that's one thing you cannot make up. You can make more money. However, time is not something that we definitely want to waste. So here are some key actions. Let me know if you're ready. Let me know in the comments that say we are ready. I am ready. First things first. Have you taken priority? Prioritize open and honest communication with your partner. Fostering this environment not only will help set the tone with getting mutual understanding and support, but it also gives you peace of mind. It gives you peace of mind, and it gives you an opportunity to have a sounding board and also engaging. Don't make it seem as though it's a one-way conversation where you're just pouring out all of your complaints and frustrations, but you want to have it to where you're vulnerable, you're submitting, you're being humble, and you're saying, hey, listen, I know we're in a tough spot right now. I know we're living maybe on part of our savings already or retirement. However, having that two-way conversation is not only going to help appease your mindset and your confidence, but it's also going to help boost your momentum and drive and motivation to not give up. I know the God that I serve is a God, a sovereign God, and sees you and hears you. And I got to be honest with you. Is your faith being moving, wavering through well doing? If you're putting in the work, if you're doing the priority of communicating very clear and engaging your conversations and not dismissing those type of sensitive conversations, because I gotta tell you, they're gonna be stingy. If you're gonna have dinner conversations, make it about something else, but don't ignore the elephant in the room. Step two, seek guidance. How many of you all thinking that maybe finding a coach or a mentor in a professional realm that it's going to help you transition or get the job targeted roles that you're looking for is maybe something that you don't see to be valuable? Let me know in the comments. Do you believe that the successors who sit in certain roles got to where they got to by themselves? There's a plethora of leaders who are yield to getting mentors, who find that the appetite, they have an appetite, they crave to sit underneath the trailblazers of those who are 10 steps or even 2 steps ahead of them. Why not you? What are you holding back? What's holding you back from getting your career roadmap more strategically and more clear and getting your certainty back? Getting your certainty back, then definitely want to consider, what does that life look like? Who would you become? In how would you maybe be holding yourself accountable by investing in yourself? And that's something that you want to talk with your partner as well in advance, so that when you start going and navigating into the realm of investing in yourself, you're already not wasting your time or the qualified experts' time when it comes to maybe doing that meeting of the mind, that consultation, getting to know you, you getting to know them, to see if this is an investment that's going to be worth the next chapter of your career. Step three, let me know if this is helpful. How am I doing so far? Is this something that you definitely want to dial in while you're unemployed and having a partner, and you want to be able to navigate life in a more effective and smooth way? Then follow number three too. Establish boundaries and routines to maintain, yes, maintain a sense of stability, number one, and balance your marriage during periods of unemployment. Don't negate date night. Don't negate maybe having a game time because you're now stuck in the computer going through hundreds of applications and wondering why you're getting several dozens of rejection emails. And now you're pouring that energy to your children or pouring that energy to your spouse or your partner that know that they're with you and not against you. They're for you. So you got to be able to set boundaries and routines and schedules. Put some time aside and say, hey, babe, or hey, kids, dad and I or mom and I were gonna go ahead and go behind the scene and really strategize on looking through these companies, ideal companies to better serve us. Even let the kids know, like, okay, daddy and mom, they're looking, they're working on, okay, let me go ahead and play. I think it makes a world of difference to not be silo while you're doing this navigation of this new digital space that we live in when evolutionalizing your professional background in a very seamless and a top authoritative way. Do it with fun, do it with ease. Finally, step four is very, very powerful. I want you to pay very close attention to this because this is how you move from doubt to faith, from worrying to I believe it's going to have more optimistic, and then also taking massive action and doing it in a way that is not allowing you to lose trust in the process. Cultivate resilience and adapting, and also adaptability. Recognize that your challenges, yes, they might be inevitable, but can be overcome. They can be a thing of the past sooner than you think, my friend. And you can do this with perseverance and with teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. I know it sounds cliche, but I thought I'd throw that in there because it just makes sense to go with step four, that you're wanting to cultivate a resilience environment and also mindset and also spirit body as well. I want you to, as we're wrapping up, I wanted you to go back. If you didn't want to go back and hit replay, I promise you, you're going to go ahead and do that. Because we talked about number one, prioritizing and having an open mindset, having an honest communication, a heart to heart with your partners. I even talked about maybe seeking guidance and even maybe stepping out of self and getting that qualified expert help as far as mentor or coach. And then also establishing key boundaries. Quit limiting yourself in certain areas that you know you need to get stronger in, and maintaining the stability. Move certain boundaries and make certain boundaries as well at the same time, my friend. And also, you want to be able to navigate these challenges and overcome it through perseverance. I want you to really challenge yourself and take action. Take action by communicating more. Because if you find yourself to be in a position right now that, Ruth, I don't know if this is going to change anytime soon. I have been out of the market now for maybe 5, 10, 15 years. I've been committed to this one company and I'm now unemployed. What is the new wave? What is this digital space in LinkedIn or even the platforms that are looking to promote you in a way, but you're just not sure on how to create that space? Well, say no, say less. Start researching, start investigating, start giving yourself an opportunity to see who is a qualified mentor or company or firm that can help you close in that gap within your unemployed to being back employed into the job market and getting back your spark, right? I want to know if you're ready to get your spark back. So finally, while we're wrapping up, don't forget to like and follow. Is this helpful? Is this beneficial? Did you find anything out of our time together? Let me know in the comments that it definitely resonates with you. You want to disrupt your current situation. You want to make a shift. You want to see there is light at the end of, there is light after this. There is more after this. So start thinking bigger, start thinking more bolder, and start being even more disgusted. Because sometimes I see that I notice that when we feel more disgusted about our situation, we tend to get back in alignment and start reaffirming that you are the best of the best. You are that badass. You are the top of authorities. You are the la creme of la creme. And if that is true today, let us know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Let's go ahead and have our retreat in the comments, people, because I'm going to say this, sustaining a healthy marriage or a healthy relationship while pursuing new career requires proactivity communication. Proactive communication matters. That dual conversation has to be happening frequently. Support from mentors. Hey, listen, it's an investment. You might have to go deeper, deep. You may even have to borrow from your future cash flow. You may even have to find funding resources or capital that's going to leverage you to move that needle 2 steps forward versus 10 steps backwards. You can navigate through these complexities of unemployment while nurturing a thriving partnership. Do not let your marriage go below the belt. Don't go knee deep and then now want to throw in the towel. Okay, my friends. And I gotta share, I want you to share this. Share this. Let me know your takeaways. Let's go ahead and have our retreat in the comments and let's join this conversation. I want to see you, as many of you are high achievers, very seasoned professionals on a job search, and you want to go ahead and pivot in your career. The prospect of unemployment has become to the point where it's maybe impacting your health and the spectrums of your emotions. However, you don't want to impact your health. You want to take that uncertainty and remove some of the anxiety. You want to be able to think in a sound mind. You want to go ahead and fortify your marriage to see truth, to see the harmony, the I do's, the vows that you gave to each other. You want to be able to transition your professionalism in a very holistic way. So follow this. Go back and hear replay. Go ahead back and consult experts. Go back and maybe develop more ways of your skills that needs to be sharpened while you're in the midst of this break. Sometimes we get on a break for a reason. Sometimes when one door closes, guess what? Another opportunity opens. Did you get anything out of our session today? Did you find it to where you now want to say yes to self and no to your doubts? All right, my friends, I'm out. I'm signing out. Until next time.